New year, but old me. I'm not changing a bit. In fact, I'm sure you guys prepared. That's what it means for them. Hey guys, hey people, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. I'm so happy that I'm making this video today. I'm super excited because this is the first video of the year. Happy New Year, guys. Welcome to 2023. Another year has gone by and we made it to 2023. I'm super excited. I pray that this year you attract blessings, you attract favor, you attract all good things from above in Jesus' name. Amen. So yeah, what does New Year mean to you? For some people, New Year means New Year resolution. You're setting goals for the year. You're trying to be a changed person for the year. We almost do that now every year, January 1st. You're like, this is what I'm going to do this year. This is what I'm not going to do. New Year resolutions here and there. On 31st December, you now reflect. Did I really achieve this or did I really achieve that one? So that's how most of us spend our 31st and our 1st of January. Although some people go to church and they do what we call crossover. While for some people, New Year means New Year, but old me. I'm not changing a bit. In fact, I'm sure you guys prepared. That's what it means for them. Yeah, so today, if you know that New Year is all about setting New Year goals, New Year resolutions, being a changed person, this video is for you because I'm going to be giving you tips on how you can set your goals and how you can achieve them. You know, most of the time when we do a reflection of how the year went, we realize that we didn't really achieve much. All the goals that we were setting on 1st of January, what happened? Why did we achieve them? So what do you think is the reason why people do not achieve their goals? What do you think is the reason why people do not stick to their New Year resolutions? I'm going to be answering these questions in this video and also giving you guys tips on how to set your goals for 2023. So yeah, I have a journal with me. I don't know, I showed you guys this journal last year September. I bought this, and I also have a diary, 2023 diary, a customized diary courtesy of my friend, and I'm so excited to be using this diary, guys. I'm so excited. I've already written some things inside which I'm not going to show you guys. Yeah, so if you know that New Year is all about New Year resolutions, goals, and everything, one thing you should know is that self-discipline is the foundation to achieve all your goals. Yes, if you don't have the ability to discipline yourself, trust me, you can't even achieve some of the goals you have for this year. Self-discipline is just bringing your feelings, your emotions, your desires under subjection. You're saying that, okay, these emotions, they cannot control me. I'm the one in charge. Because you know, there are times when your flesh wants to like take over you. There are times when you've decided not to do some things, or when you decide to do something, but you find out that you are always procrastinating or you're compromising or stuff like that. Self-discipline is saying that I'm going to be waking up 6 a.m. every day, and when my alarm goes up by 6, I'm going to stand up and do whatever I have to do for the day. Because there are times when you want to sleep. There are times when your flesh is craving for more sleep, but he said, no, I'm going to discipline myself. I'm going to stand up and do what I have to do. So know that self-discipline is like the foundation to achieve most of the goals, if not all of the goals you've written down for the year. Another thing I'm going to be talking about is intentionality. Be intentional about your goals this year, guys. If you've not always been intentional other years, make this year different. Let this year be different. Be intentional. Intentionality gives you clarity. It gives you a sense of direction. You know where you're heading to. You know that this is the result you need, right? So let's get into the tips on how you can set your goals for the year. For me, I divide my goals into different headings. I don't know if you do the same, but I'm just going to tell you what works for me. I have the personal development goals, I have spiritual goals, I have health goals, I have academic goals, I have relationship goals, and I have financial goals. So financial goals is just saying how much do you want to save, or how do you want your financial life to be? How do you want your life to be financially? Let's say you want to save 100,000 naira a year. You're telling yourself, okay, this is who I want to be at the end of the year. I want to be 100,000 naira richer by the end of the year. What you now think of is, how do I achieve that goal? How do I save 100,000 naira in a year? Do I break it down into weeks, into days, into months? How am I going to do that? Okay, if I want to save 100,000 naira and I want to break it down into months, I'm going to save this amount every month to achieve that goal, right? Financial goal can also mean that maybe you make a budget and you're telling yourself, I'm going to stick to this budget. I am not going to exceed my budget. I am not going to go contrary to what I've written down. I'm going to stick to my budget. And just like I said earlier, it takes discipline to do that, because there are times when there are things that will attract you, things you just want to get at that moment. But when you remember, okay, this is who I want to be at the end of the year, this is where I want to be financially, you just have to, stick to the budget and not get all those things that are attracting your attention. Then when you talk about relationship goals, you're asking yourself, how do I want my relationship with others to be? Do I want to be more expressive to my friends? Do I want to be always there for my friends? How do I want to be a better friend? You're asking yourself all those questions. And when you talk about academic goals, as a student, you want to set academic goals. Trust me. Who do you want to be academically? Do you want to be a student that is always smashing all her exams and coming out with straight A's? Do you want to be a student that is always coming out with straight B's? Whatever you want academically, you're going to set that goal, and you're going to explain. While setting your goals, you also have to explain how you're going to achieve that. Let's say you want to make all A's. You don't sit down and fold your hands and your A's will come to you. You think, okay, I have to study. Now, the next question is to ask yourself, how many hours am I willing to give up to study my books? How many hours am I willing to give to my books? You write it down and you do everything. And before I go further, I want to say something. You don't just have your goals and leave them in your head. There's something about writing down your goals. Write down your visions. Write down where you want to be. Like, plan it. Write it down in a book, not in a paper, because a paper can get missing. Get a book, a diary, or a journal. Write down everything you want to achieve this year. Group them. Write down how you're going to do it. It makes you not to forget. And when you write down things and over time you're looking at it, you're visualizing it, what your brain does is to give you ways on how you can achieve what you've written down. Let's say you write down, I want to save 100,000 naira. The next thing your brain starts thinking of is, how do I get 100,000 naira at the end of the year? How do I save? What business can I do to get this money? Okay, if I'm already doing a business, how can I cut out of my business to save that amount of money? Your brain gives you ways to achieve that goal. That's one thing about writing. So if you've not been writing down your goals all this year, learn to write your goals down. It really helps a lot. Then let's go further. Talking about personal development goals, you want to ask yourself, who do I want to be at the end of the year? Where do I see myself by the end of the year? You ask yourself these questions. How am I going to achieve that? Let's say intellectually, like, where do I see myself? Okay, let's say you want to read 24 books in a year. You don't just read 24 books in a month, because it might not be that possible. Although some people do it, but it might not be that possible. You now go ahead and break it down into segments. You want to read 24 books in a year. Okay, let's do it like this. Since there are 12 months in a year, and 12 times 2 is 24, we are going 2 books every month. You try as much as possible to read 2 books in a month. Are you saying that your goal is no longer overwhelming? When you see 24 books in a year, you're like, how am I going to do this? But when you write, I want to read 24 books in a year, and you go ahead to break it down and like, 2 books every month, 2 books on relationship every month, 2 books on finance every month, 2 spiritual books every month. You break it down on how you want to develop yourself. So the next thing we'll talk about is spiritual goals. Where do you want to be spiritually? What do you want to achieve spiritually this year? Do you want to spend more time with God? Do you want to pray often? Do you want to study the Bible often? You write all these things down. Maybe you say, I'm going to be praying at least 30 minutes every day or 1 hour every day. I will study my Bible. I will do this. I will serve in my local church, like different things. How you want to get closer to God, you write it down. How you want your spiritual life to be, you write it down. Then talking about health goals. How do I want my health to be? Do I want to be fit? How am I going to achieve that? Do I want to lose some weight? How am I going to achieve that? You write down everything. Let's say you want to shed some weight, and the next thing you write is, okay, for me to be able to do this, I have to hit the gym every week. Let's say 4 times or 3 times in a week. I will go to the gym, I will work out, portion control, I will cut down on the calories. You go for medical checkups every month or every 3 months. You just state how you want your health to be. One thing you need to know about setting your goals is that you should set realistic goals. Set goals that are achievable. Let's say you're 200 pounds and you tell yourself, okay, I'm going to lose 100 pounds in a month. How do you want to do that? Are you a magician? Or let's say you're a student, and the next thing, you're a student, you don't work, you just rely on your parents, you don't have any business, you don't have any job at all, and the next thing you're like, you want to save 1 million naira a month. How do you want to achieve that? You can only achieve that if you get a work or if you get a business that is going to give you so much money. All right. But if you are not doing anything, if you're not working, there's no business, that goal will be difficult to achieve. Yes. So set goals that are realistic, set goals that are achievable. Don't be under pressure this year. Take life easy, take life slowly, move at your own pace, because Mr. A is moving faster. That doesn't mean you should follow Mr. A's pace. We are on different lanes, and this person is doing what he loves and he's moving, and you're doing what you love and you're moving. What matters is that you are moving. As long as you're not stagnant, you're good to go, you are fine. Move at your own pace. Don't put yourself under pressure this year. Yes. And another way you can achieve most of your goals, or these our new Year resolutions, is to get an accountability partner. An accountability partner is someone you can rely on, someone you trust, someone who understands where you're heading to. Trust me, you want someone who has the same vision with you, someone who knows where you're heading to, someone who is like-minded. You won't want an accountability partner that doesn't understand your vision, because when you're doing certain things, the person won't understand why you're doing those things or why you're acting that way. So get someone that is of like mind. If you're someone that loves reading, get someone that loves reading, that will keep you in check, that you can be accountable to. Yes, that is going to help you to achieve some of your goals. Be consistent with your goals. There are times when you'll be legit tired. There are times when you'll be weighed down, you'll be tired down, you want to give up. But what matters is consistency. Always try to show up. Even though it's not easy, try to show up for yourself. Try to be there for yourself. Try to be consistent. Consistency pays. Consistently do the right thing and you will surely get the right result. So if you're someone that has been setting the same goals all these years and they've not been working, or you've not been achieving those goals, sit down and review your goals. What are the methods you've tried to achieve those goals? You have to sit down, look for something else that will work. Remember, if you want a different result, you need to try something different. You cannot use old keys to open a new door. So don't be under pressure, be consistent. Try to discipline yourself. Trust me, discipline is not easy. It's not easy at all. But when you see the results, you're gonna enjoy, you're going to love it. So try to discipline yourself this year. Try to work hard, consistently do the right thing, and this year is going to be an amazing year for you. So we've come to the end of this video, guys. If you know you learned something from this video, do well to tell me in the comment section. I would love to read those comments. So happy new year once again. I pray that this year is going to be an amazing year for us all. I pray that this year comes with ease, comes with favor, comes with achievement of goals. Yeah. So till next time, guys, stay happy, stay blessed. I love you all so much. Bye.